What's up, guys? How you doing? We're back live again. First time in 2 days. It's been a little bit of a busy couple days for me, guys. I'm working on a lot of training at work, but I figured I wanted to bring you guys some live content. Wanted to essentially be able to talk with you guys because, in all honesty, training's getting a little bit boring. For those of you that didn't know, I started up a new job, and I am just kind of going through the motions a bit right now. So I'm excited to see what the new job will bring. But right now it's just a whole bunch of training. So yeah, I just figured I'd come here with you guys, talk about some of the things that I've seen, some of the rumors that have been going on. And hopefully we can get somebody from this list. If you're already bored on the first day, it won't get it. So Jay Hart, in fairness, it's not necessarily that the job is boring. It's just that the training is all stuff that I've done hundreds upon hundreds of times before, but it's all required for a new job. You have to get new OSHA certifications. You have to get new electrical certifications. There's always things that you're going to have to get, but it's all just so similar. That's all. And then Mr. Exclusive, good to see you, man. Reaper 2004, good to see you too. Trinidad, awesome, man. Awesome. It's in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for knocking Team USA out of the World Cup. Yikes. We may have to block you, Reaper. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, guys, let's break down some of these rumors. So first one that I wanted to talk about is definitely Koulibaly, because apparently those talks are starting to heat up a bit more. I have to do a 2-weekend seminar every 3 months, aka nap days. Yes, true. Oh, Immortal Joker, cool. That's awesome. So now I know who you are. Awesome, man. Yeah, so we're Koulibaly is somebody that I think that a lot of Manchester United fans would be very, very interested in. Not only having, but, that we would probably love to have, because he brings the strength, quality, passing ability, everything that you're going to be looking for in a modern day center back from Koulibaly. And in all honesty, if we bring somebody like that in the January transfer window, I honestly think they might be truly giving Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a chance to get the permanent job at Manchester United, because obviously somebody like Koulibaly will be a, not just for this manager kind of signing. It would be for the next manager as well, no matter who that is. So if we're bringing in Koulibaly, I will be more than happy to have him. And I'm sure a lot of you will still feel the same. Get to it, Red Equal Rights. That's fair, Mr. Exclusive. That's fair. I still disagree on buying any players until we get a proper director of football. I don't want us paying over the top wages for average players. I mean, in fairness, though, Jay Hart, Manchester United are always going to have to pay an extra fee just to be able to get a player. Like, you're going to add money because we are known as the richest club in the world. It's kind of what comes with the territory, which is unfortunate, but it's the truth. So I just think that no matter if you have a director of football or if you don't, I think Koulibaly is one of those kind of signings that you look at and you could be like, yeah, okay, that's the kind of guy we should be going after. So Jay Hart, so Fanny, good to see you here, Fanny. Never seen you here before, so happy to have you. Koulibaly will win us the league. He's that good. If only we had a back four of Koulibaly's 3 midfielders of Pogba's and front 3 of Martial's. No doubt about that, Fanny. No doubt about that. Then Reaper. I find it ironic that players who are not United material give their all for the club and the badge, and those who are supported or supposed Man United material always come up shortchanged and end up leaving. In fairness, though, Reaper, I mean, like right now, like I don't think that there's anybody that's shortchanging. I think that there was a lot of players in the Mourinho era that were kind of, in a sense, shortchanging themselves because they didn't want to play for that manager anymore and they didn't want to do that style anymore. Now, like I said, that's a discussion you could have for ages about whether that's right or wrong. But at the end of the day, I think that there's a lot of players at Manchester United now that are United quality and are playing for the badge. Then you also have a lot of players right now that are not United quality, but they're still probably playing for the badge. I mean, a great example of that is that maybe Ander Herrera isn't a standard United quality player, but he gives his heart and soul for the game. He gives everything for the game and everything for the club, and you can see it in the way that he plays. So I think that's a great example of somebody like that. We have to get rid of players first before we get a new one. But I would put a priority on a DM where we are over reliant on Matic. That's fair, Jay Hart. Let's see here. Ander Herrera getting a new deal. I did see that, Dan. It wasn't just Mourinho. Look back at Di Maria, Falcao, Larson, and other big names that didn't stick around. Ibra doesn't get a count since he is somewhat past his prime when he joined. Reaper, in fairness, though, Ibra did have a decently successful Manchester United career. I mean, it wasn't, we didn't get peak prime Ibra, but like he did score, a good amount of goals during his time at Manchester United. Just my opinion, though. And then Fanny, we need a Matic-style player with more pace and is younger, can command the midfield and offer protection for our defense, but also have an unreal passing ability to set up. Which, Fanny, I completely agree with that. Like I said, like I've been saying recently, Matic has been showing that he is just. He was truly following all of the manager's instructions, doing exactly what the manager wanted. And, end of the day, it just wasn't good enough. It just wasn't. So we do need a quicker, younger DM that can do what Matic does. Just the question is, who would that be? And I have not seen us linked to anybody that is a quicker, younger Nemanja Matic style player. Indeed, he would be a good shot, Dan. Like the one that I would still love to have, and I would do almost anything to be able to have, is still N'Golo Kante, because I think that he would truly unlock all of the midfield. He would unlock every bit of it. But we obviously will probably never get N'Golo Kante, even though we probably should have. Just because, like, that kind of business is the kind of business we should have been looking to do. Coming from Leicester like that, like, we missed out. We truly did miss out. So let's talk about another player that I've seen rumored to us who's also a center back, Mathis de Ligt, who is a very young center back. He is just about to turn 20. And if he hasn't already turned 20, I know that he was 19 at the start of the season. I don't know players' birthdays, and that's I know players and I know their skills, but I don't know their birthdays. I don't think that should be on me. But I think that Mathis de Ligt is somebody that is Manchester United quality center back. He's got the height, the pace, the power. He's got everything that you would look for in a good center back. Yes, he might be young, but he's also been playing for damn near 3 seasons for Ajax. He's been doing it at a pretty decent level too. Like that's real talk. Mathis de Ligt has been looking legit for a few seasons for Ajax, and he is somebody that I would gladly take at Manchester United. We do need some experience. We need a Koulibaly type But people are talking about whether they want to keep Eric Bailly or not. Why not bring in Mathis Delec and see what he could do? Because at the very least, he's replacing Phil Jones. He's replacing somebody in the team that isn't really needed. I would take Mathis Delec here in a heartbeat. For me personally, this is just me personally, I would take Mathis Delec over Koulibaly because I believe that he's younger. I believe he's got all the skill and all the ability to become a Koulibaly level player. But at the same time, he hasn't even turned 20 yet. He's just about to turn 20 if he hasn't already. Like that's crazy stuff. And then you could also one of the things that's been talked about a lot is the fact that we could move Lindelof to the CDM position. A lot of people think Lindelof has a future as a CDM for Manchester United. And honestly, I don't disagree much with that. I think that he is a good center back in a modern system, but you could move him to a CDM and make him be a great CDM. He's got all the skills to be able to do it. Let's see here. Not just Matic. Look at players who supported Don't Like a Loathe, and the prime example is Fellaini first and foremost. Yeah, that's true, Reaper. That's true. One of my favorite prospects, and whoever he goes to next, he will stay there for years. So we need to grab him quickly. Mr. Exclusive, I completely agree with that. Delec has been advised to join United and snub Juventus by an Ajax legend. Let's hope he listens. Yeah, Fanny, seriously, I hope so. Dan Jones, like you said, Delec is so good. He is so good. Get Delec and De Jong. We'll have the whole day package because we'll also have De Gea. We'll have all the days. All the days. Get it, guys? I'm so funny. Laugh with me. Sorry, guys. I'm having a little bit of fun here. Delec is a generational talent, in my opinion. I do agree with that. Van der Sar would sell him to United. Red blood. Exactly. No, it's true. Add De Bruyne to that day list. Exactly. Get De Bruyne. Just get all the days. Get the day long, day all day long. No, but in all seriousness, Mathis Delec is somebody that I think that everybody could agree that he is that talent that Manchester United should be looking for. And when we saw those comments come out from a former Manchester United scout that said that he scouted him and that we didn't buy him up to when he was looking for a youth position, basically, it just kind of hurts because it means that we lost out on somebody in the early days. But at the same time, maybe part of the reason why he's developed so well at Ajax is because he was at Ajax. That's very possible. I can't wait to see who Mathis Delec will go to because there's rumors of him going to, like somebody said earlier, Juventus. There's rumors that he's going I've seen rumors of Real Madrid as well. I've seen rumors of top clubs looking to sign this kid. We should be in for that too, and we could get him for a good price too. Because I also guarantee that with Van der Sar that he's not going to overcharge us like crazy like a lot of people would. Let's see here. Obviously, if the club have targeted and identified a few, and I think that they might fit here, then I'll just give him a thumbs up. But it's not my decision. I'm happy with the squad I've got. Reaper, I have seen that. I have seen those comments from Ollie. And at the same time, I think that we would all take signings in the January window if possible. She's gonna get the Okay, Ander, you're getting a little extra over here. What's your opinion on Manolas, who we've been also linked to? That was another one I'm going to be talking about, Fanny. Bring Nigel de Jong out of retirement while we're at it too. Yes, exactly. Will be Manchester Day United. Yes, very true, very true. Barca too. Mr. Exclusive, I did see Barca as well. Hey, who are you talking about? So we're talking about Mathis Delec at the moment, Jack. Yeah, he will. He knows they'll pay up. So when it comes to Manolas, he's somebody that obviously he's not like he's a good quality player. I'm not denying that he's not a good quality player, but me personally, if I have the choice of choosing between Koulibaly and Mathis De Ligt over him, I'm doing that all day long. Manolas would be kind of a third option for me. I feel like we should be looking at the level of talent that we have. And I think that Manolas is somebody that would worry me coming from the Italian. Like I've said it many times before. It even worries me about getting Koulibaly because I believe that a lot of Italian league players come to the Prem and then they don't succeed as well as they were in Italy, which does worry me. So I personally would like to see somebody come in, play center back for us, because I believe that we need better than Phil Jones back there playing with Lindelof. I would still like to see Eric Bailly, when he is back off his red card suspension, given a run of games. I would like to see that. But at the same time, I mean, who's going to deny the potential to buy somebody like De Ligt or buy Koulibaly? You know, if we wanted to buy Manolas and like say it's for depth at the very least, that's my whole point. Yeah, Jay Hart, I kind of agree with that. I feel like Manolas is somebody Arsenal would buy. Not that I'm trying to trash on Arsenal. I am, but I'm not. But I feel like Manolas isn't that like at that same level as what some of the players we have. And we should be looking for a player that could potentially replace a Lindelof or replace a Bailly. Not that I'm saying I want them replaced, but let's just say that for some reason tomorrow, you know, tomorrow Lindelof is like, you know what, I want to transfer out. Or you know what, all of a sudden, he says, you know what, Lindelof, Matic is hurt. You're the new CDM. You got to have somebody ready to step up and be in that position. I think you need to have that top level player ready right now, because I think that we do need to improve on the depth of our squad at the very least. AF, good to see you. Good to see you. De Ligt and De Jong are generational talents. I completely agree. Jay Hart, I agree with that right there. I think that Manolas is a plan B option to Koulibaly. I agree with that. Tuanzebe has world-class potential. Jack, I agree with that as well. I would love to see Tuanzebe come back and be a part of Manchester United, get a real shot at center back. We've all seen and heard about what he's doing at Villa, and he's doing amazing things with them. He's been their player of the season from everything I've heard. So give the kid a chance to play week in and week out, and I'd be totally cool with that. Totally cool with that. I hope Ed Woodward comes to his senses and brings out the fat wad of cash and spend it on a good center back in January. I don't think we can afford to wait until the summer. Fanny, I agree with you on that. I think that we actually are starting to see good business done in January. A great example you saw in my thumbnail, me pointing at my Christian Pulisic for Team USA poster, and like it hurts that Manchester United didn't do that kind of business in January. I think that Christian Pulisic is exactly the kind of player we should be looking to add. That's my personal opinion. But Chelsea nabbed him up, and that's good business in January. That's very good business in January. Let's see here. Maguire or Koulibaly, in my opinion. Ooh, Jay Hart, that's a tough one. For me personally, I would probably go Maguire. And this is the only reason why, there's a couple reasons why. I think that he's got good talent. I think that he is suited to the Premier League. We've already seen what he can do in the Premier League. And then also, Maguire is English. Having an English player does make a difference to, the Premier League. It does make a difference. So if we are going to be losing somebody like Phil Jones in the offseason, maybe Maguire is somebody we should be looking to bring in. And then also, Harry Maguire does offer a lot as well. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he's necessarily better than Koulibaly by any means. But I'm also not saying Koulibaly's better than him. I just know what we would be getting in Harry Maguire because he has been doing it in the Premier League. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Why not both? So Fanny said, Jack, I think you're right. We need a proven world-class player. Only because Tuanzebe isn't going to come in and be a world beater instantly. He'll need a season. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that, Fanny. We need a Ryan Giggs, Roy Keane, Rio Ferdinand, Jap Stam, and Nemanja Vidic in the squad to light a fire under the squad's backsides. I mean, Reaper, I think that we do need a – I don't even know if we necessarily need an old school captain, because here's the thing. We've seen that under Ollie, what the players are doing is apparently good enough for his system. And we're talking about a guy that is supposed to just be the interim manager right off the bat. I mean, you look at that, and apparently there's leaders in the squad already. Apparently there's people that understand the club already. And I think that we might have a squad that just needs a couple of tweaks, a couple of little fine-tuning things. And I think that we're not far off. I've said it for a long time. I believe we have world-class talent at this squad, at this club. I apologize. But I believe that we are not far off from being able to win the league again. I really and truly believe that. My three preferences for a right winger. That's a good question, Ander Pereira. So Chong would be my number one in terms of players that we've already got. I believe that he's got good talent, and I think that he'll just need time to adjust and learn the Premier League a little bit. Another right winger I would go for. I would say another right winger I would go for. I don't know if you would consider him a traditional right winger, but is Son from Tottenham. I think that he could suit our squad very, very well. I think that he would do a lot of things that in the new system we would be looking to do. So there's another guy. And then I don't know. I'd have to do research for another right winger, because obviously Christian Pulisic just signed. He could have potentially played right wing as well as the 10. So let's just say Pulisic number 3, even though he's not coming here now officially. So sad days for me. Tuanzebe from Premier League loan next season if he won't get enough games. Yeah, I agree with that, Andrew. If he's not going to be getting Premier League games with us next season, loan him out to a Premier League club. I think that he will prove a lot of good things for them as well. Lozano's a good shout. I would take Lozano as a right winger. I would do that. Please, I would rather have David Gill to do transfer business instead of Woodward. No, Ed Woodward, while he's done good things, I do think that we need a director of football. We do need a director of football. We need somebody to do business for us and be top level for us. Is that a real question, Maguire, Koulibaly by a country mile? People are living off his World Cup header. I do agree Maguire would be very good, but he's not better than Koulibaly or Delec. In which, Jack, I get where you're coming from. And then we're just talking about personal preferences. That's all. Only reason why I would bring in Maguire is because I would know that he is Premier League ready. And he's not like he's an Alexis Sanchez that you could possibly see his talent dropping at Arsenal. We haven't seen Maguire's talent dropping during his time at Leicester. If anything, his talent level has been going up. So, let's see here. Jack Serie A is completely different than the Premier League. We've seen how bad we are with set pieces, so we need a player for that position. Maguire is good, but he's Jack said, but he's not better than Koulibaly. Koulibaly and De Ligt would be my preferences over Maguire, unless people watch him week in, week out. I think they are judging him off his World Cup performances. No disrespect, just my opinion. No, Fanny, listen, that's what the channel is supposed to be all about. Is it's supposed to be all about fan opinion. I want everybody's opinion to be able to be heard on this show, and I want you guys to know that, like, let me put it this way. Let's say that you thought like Phil Jones was better than Koulibaly. Like, I'm not saying that that's what I think at all, because obviously I want Phil Jones gone from Manchester United. But if you wanted to say that, if that's truly what your opinion is, and you could bring some facts and evidence to back that up, you know what? That's on you. Like, that, you're welcome to your opinion. I honestly believe that you are welcome to your opinion on this show. But just so you guys know, the reason why I think that Maguire would make a good signing for us is because we know what he could do in the Prem. I believe that at Leicester right now, he does not have the same level of talent that he would have around him at Manchester United. And then on top of that, he is a threat from set pieces, which is awesome. It's nice to have a guy that's a threat from set pieces. It's something that we've struggled with for many seasons now. Maybe sign a top center back, top right back, and a right winger. I think we're sorted. Dan, I agree with that. I agree with that. Mbappe. So the funny thing is, so I would consider Mbappe more of a striker. Like, I know that he's playing on the right wing for PSG, but I think a lot of that comes down to them having Cavani and having Cavani be the 9 for them. But I really think that like Mbappe is somebody that would be more of a striker, in my opinion, somebody that's more of an upfront type player. But I would take Mbappe as a right winger too, all day long. In fact, that's probably, you could probably say, if you're going to consider him a right winger, that's probably my number 1 for who I'd like to see brought in. So sorry, guys. I was asked for my preference. I think Diogo Dalot needs a good run of games. He's attacking, and all he wants are fullbacks attacking. Fanny, I would love to see Dalot get a good run of games. Bernardeschi is a good shout. He wouldn't cost too much as well, given he's not playing that much. Maybe. What's good about Bernardeschi? He used to play right back too. So he could, yeah, that's true. That's true. Pankaj, good to see you in here, man. Woodward is looking at the right players, but the thing's not doing well. Yeah, exactly. We need a director of Football United or stalling because they have one right under their nose. Freaking Sir Alex, give the man a position. I would do that all day long if he wanted the job. If Sir Alex wanted the job, give him the job. Obviously, all of Sir Alex's signings didn't hit. But at the same time, not all signings are going to hit. So I would hand the man the job all day long if he wanted it. Maybe try to get Malcolm out of Barca. That's possible. Pancast, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for asking. J. Hart, Woodward one always waits till the last minute to pull. Okay, we're going jokes now. United is looking for a director of football. Woodward is in charge of looking for it. Guess who is a current DOF? Nepotism much? Yeah, no, seriously. Plenty of marketing opportunities with him too, as people would love to see the world's biggest forehead. Yes, no, he's up to 132 inch. I have not talked about him since our last time we've talked about him. So Harry Maguire and his 132 flat screen TV forehead. 132-inch flat-screen TV forehead. He is obviously the best option because all you would literally have to do is just put it somewhere in the vicinity of here, and he'll get it. He'll head it in for you, guaranteed. Plenty of marketing. We should raid Leicester for Ndidi, Maguire, and Chilwell. I would do Ndidi and Maguire, definitely. Chilwell, questionable. I prefer Koulibaly over Maguire. Koulibaly is a leader. Pankaj, that's fair if that's your opinion. You know, like I've said many times on the show, I believe that everybody is welcome to their opinion. Just for me personally, I like some of the things Harry Maguire brings to the game, and on top of the fact that we know what he has done in the Premier League. If we need a right winger, we're forgetting about Depay. We have a buyback clause, and he's currently in unreal form. So Fanny, for me personally, I don't want to bring back Depay. I feel like that would be really unfair to him. Because you think about it this way, if he fails again at Manchester United, which is possible, like that's going to possibly ruin his career. And then I also look at it this way too. We've already got players that have skill and potential in the team. And I just think that Depay is somebody that he proved during his time at Manchester United. The club, I think, is too big for him. I think that he is suited to be a big fish in a small pond. Is suited to be a big fish in a small pond, and he's somebody that, for me, is not a Manchester United level player at the moment. Just my personal opinion, though. We could say that about Marcel Sanchez, but they weren't outstanding there. A left winger is a left winger. And so ultimately, guys, I mean, if we're looking for right wingers, I mean, I'd be interested to see what we're going to be looking at, because obviously Depay is the guy that I think that Mbappe is the guy that we would be looking to bring in. If you're looking for a guy that is a future right winger, striker, whatever you want to call him. But I would do whatever we could, because I actually got a message from, if you guys watch the United Stand, Jared from the United Stand, who's on the live watch-alongs often. He messaged us a list of supposed transfer rumors for the amount of what players are worth. Apparently, Lukaku is worth 146 million pounds. And Mbappe is worth 196 million pounds. So let's just get rid of Lukaku and let's bring in Mbappe. It's only an additional 50 million for him. It makes sense. It makes sense. Do it. Bring him in. Bring him in. See here. Yeah, Jack, seriously, when I saw 146 million, I was like, well, damn. 50 million in Lukaku. Thanks, PSG. Exactly. Fanny, I agree. Like, if that did happen, I think that we would just have – you think about the fact that you would have Mbappe on the right wing or at the striker, Martial on the left wing or at the striker, and then Rashford, who could play on either wing, but would likely be the striker, the guy to lead the line. Think about having that as a core front three. Jesus Christ, you could not stop that. You couldn't stop that. The pace, the power, the finesse, the skill, just, oh God, guys, I'm having one. Oh, God. For anybody that's just tuning in now, I apologize you tuned in to see an orgasm, but Jesus. Whew. Getting a little excited over here. Getting hot and heavy over here. And Dan, Mbappe, Rashford, and Martial guaranteed would be the best front three by a country mile. By a country mile. No questions asked. Nobody could deny it. And what that front three could do for Manchester United, just crazy, crazy things. Just crazy things. But let's move on. Let's talk about somebody that Chris, listen, I'm just telling you what I've seen reported. And 146 million pounds is what I've seen reported for Lukaku. I don't understand it, but like at the same time, if that's what somebody wants to pay for him, do it. I'd sell him for 146 million. I don't think there's very many people that wouldn't sell him for 146 million, even if you're a fan of his. Like I've said, I actually had a bit of a debate, and it wound up that everybody, like 85% of people, chose Rashford over Lukaku. And listen, Lukaku's a tap-in merchant. I've talked about it on this show before. Lukaku's a tap-in merchant. I like the guy. I do like the guy. He scores goals, and I think that if he could improve on his first touch, he could be one of the best strikers in the world. But at this point, I don't think that he's going to improve on his first touch. It's been going on for 2 seasons at Manchester United. I was thinking that maybe at a club of our level, that maybe it would improve more, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Exactly. Like an attacking trio like that, nobody could stop that. It'll be like having the Flash times 3 up front. Exactly, Jay Hart. Like, and Dan, I'm gonna get actually when I get back on FIFA, I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make Mbappe, Rashford, and Martial my front 3. I don't know how, but I'm gonna make it happen. I know, dude. I agree with you. For Rashford is ahead of him, and Lukaku can't deal with. 10-0 wins every game. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. But let's move on to one of the weirder rumors that I've seen so far during this transfer window, and that's Felipe Coutinho to Manchester United. What? Coutinho to United? Get out of here with that. Like, first of all, I wouldn't pay the amount of money Barcelona will be wanting to get for Coutinho. Second off, he played for Liverpool. Do you honestly think that Manchester United are going to do that again? No way. Get out of here with that. Coutinho, I get it. He's a talent. But I will never sign a Liverpool player. Ever. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. That's Fanny. That's fair. That's fair. Like, but I don't want to ever sign a Liverpool player ever. We can just brush over that rumor. Next. I see no truth in it whatsoever, but let's be honest. It's hilarious to see Liverpool fans. Yeah, they're all talking about Judas and stuff like that. Yeah, it's Jack. Exactly. Jack said, load of bull crap. I could literally do these. Seriously, just here is what you need to do to be a journalist and get clicks. Get clicks. So guys, listen, I have actually literally just got an email right now. Like literally it just came across right now. We are being linked with getting Kylian Mbappe and Neymar in a transfer together to Manchester United. Together. It's going to cost around £300 million. Plus, we will need to add Lukaku to the deal. But $300 million plus Lukaku for Neymar and Mbappe to Manchester United. It's happening. There you go, guys. I gave you a rumor. Start spreading it. Start spreading it. Start spreading it. What you have terrifying memories of Michael Owen? Yes, Reaper, I do have terrifying memories for Michael Owen. Next front page. Andrew's walking Arthur. Yeah. Nick Archie. Yeah, no, that's real rumors. I just got the email right now, guys. I didn't make that up at all. I didn't make it up at all. Neymar and Mbappe to Manchester United, $300 million plus Lukaku. I just got it. I don't have I can't give away my sources, guys. Because if I give away my sources, they won't give me anything. But I just thought I'd let you know it's official rumors. Official rumors. And that makes a front page. You know, that would make a front page. I told you I can't confirm or deny where I get my sources from. You know, I just can't. Otherwise, I can get in trouble. I could. No matter if we played Liverpool, no matter if we played for Liverpool, there will always be that fond memory of Owens. No, you're right about that, Reaper. You are right about that. But off topic, do you support an MLS team, or are you into basketball or NFL? Fanny, I am a huge NFL fan. We will actually, I couldn't do an NFL stream this week, but we will be doing a preview and review of the NFL playoffs. I am a basketball fan as well. And then I also am a huge fan of, just all things soccer, football, whatever you're going to call it, I'll call it. But I don't technically have an MLS team. I've got teams that I like, but my team that I support here in the States is actually Phoenix Rising. They are not MLS yet. We are trying to get to MLS. But with the way I'm not sure if you know how it works, Fanny, but like we don't have transfer. We don't have relegation promotion here in the States. So we are trying to get a bid to get to the MLS. We're trying, and I would love to see that happen. Because I love, I really do love Phoenix Rising. This is actually a signed jersey from the entire team from this last season. Get Beckham to support your team. So Jay Hart, we actually, you already know we got a Drogba supporting the team. He's an owner he was an owner and / player. Breaking Messi to Burnley for Chris Wood and a bag of crisps. Yes, Jack. Yes. Start making up rumors, guys. That's going to be our new goal on Twitter. Just start making up rumors. I want us to get Koulibaly so bad for real. Nick, we actually did talk about Koulibaly at the beginning of the stream because those rumors are starting to circulate more and more heavily. So I would love to see Koulibaly come to Manchester United. I would. Arthur sniffs out better gossip than the Sun. Yes. Yes, he does, Jay Hart. My cousin plays for Toronto FC. Hopes he and the club does with a new MLS season. That's awesome, Reaper. That's awesome. Get Beckham to support you. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I want his watched his highlight reel on YouTube. I didn't see the play where Koulibaly chased down Mane or Mbappe, but he used to keep Salah in his pocket when Salah was at Roma and CL for Liverpool. Yeah, no. Listen, Koulibaly is a class talent, absolutely class talent. Drogba, he had a deep hatred for United. So, Fanny, funny enough, so I actually talk because I wear a Manchester United hat every single time I go to any game, any event, anything. And I actually talked to him before going to Manchester. And at first he made some jokes and stuff like that. But then he wound up saying, listen, Manchester really is a beautiful place. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love the team. You're gonna love the club. You're gonna love your experience. Drogba really was a nice guy when it came to it. Obviously while you're playing somewhere, hatred and rivalry is going to run deep. But he was actually very complimentary of Manchester once I got the chance to talk to him about it. Let's see here. Lee Grant swap deal for Neymar. Yes. Yes. I have to be brutally honest, but I would love to see the MLS adopt the promotion relegation format so that clubs outside the MLS fight hard to keep top flight. Reaper, I agree. That's something that a lot of people that during this last presidential election for the U.S. What was it? The U.S. president, basically, of the football organization. They were the reason why the person didn't get voted is because one wanted to adopt promotion relegation and then the other did not. The guy that did not want promotion relegation wound up getting elected because a lot of people think that will ruin, money for some clubs. And I think that a lot of people are more interested in keeping their money. Rumor has it Donald Trump is a Sunderland fan. Nah, fake news. He actually literally in an interview has said that he is a Manchester United fan because his friends run the club. His son is an Arsenal fan, but he is a Manchester United fan. So you guys, just so you know, the president of the United States is a Manchester United fan at the moment. Good. That's not fake news. It's not fake news. Timo did say in March 2018 he's more a Man United type of guy than a Liverpool guy if he came to the Premier League. Timo Werner is a guy I would love to get here. I would love that. So Trump and Kim Jong-un, both United fans. Yes, exactly. So I did see Jack talk about the Sunderland Till I Die. I actually will be refusing to watch that, just like I refuse to watch the All or Nothing for Manchester City. I hate Sunderland. I do. I hate them. I won't watch it. Get out of here. But in Reaper, so in fairness, I mean, like you said, the Glazers are Trump kissers. I mean, it is what it is with that. Like, you know, everybody's got their own political opinions, but, you know, whatever. Let's see here. Trump's set to be the next Manchester United manager. He's set to sign a 5-year contract and is to bring over his 4,000-mile wall to Old Trafford to start the defense out. Okay. Jack, that was good. That was good. I like that. That was good. Because it's their demise. Yeah, no, exactly, Dan. Exactly. What do I think of Marco Rose then? So, guys, just so you know, those are all the major rumors that I've seen. I've obviously seen a couple other ones, but nothing serious. Just those ones are the ones that I saw that I wanted to talk about. If you guys have any more rumors that you have seen, I'm happy to talk about them. As much as I hate Trump, I despise the Glazers because they turned United into a business franchise instead of keeping it as a football club. So, Reaper, we have talked about this on here before. So I'm no fan of the Glazers, don't get me wrong. But since Sir Alex has left, they have spent a lot of money, in fairness. They've spent over $700 million. That's a lot of money. So I'm not going to hate on them as much as some do. But if they were to sell the club tomorrow, I would feel nothing about it. I wouldn't be happy, wouldn't be sad. Just be like, okay, new owners, whatever. That's just my personal opinion, though. Seen Margot Robbie take a picture with a Fulham jersey on one time, but bet she's a diehard. Yeah, probably. Just like Neil Patrick Harris is apparently a Manchester City fan when he was talking about Manchester United. That was funny. Dan, I did see that Pereira is set to leave permanently. That is unfortunate. I think we all wanted things to work out for him at Manchester United, but I think that for his own career, it's time for him to move on. It sucks. It sucks, but he just probably will never get played at the position that he needs to be played at in order to be successful, because like he'll need a run and he just won't get it. He just won't get it. Nick, that's true. I mean, I didn't even think about that. Nick, if the option is Ollie or Marco Rose, I'd rather keep Ollie. Listen, if we're talking about anybody in terms of managerial stuff, it's either Ollie or Pochettino at this point for me. And I want Ollie to win the job for himself. I love the way that the players talk about him. I love the way he talks about the team and the players. It's just amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And Nick, I did talk about Andrew Herrera that he did apparently is going to be signing a new contract. The new contract I don't think is confirmed yet. I haven't seen anything from Manchester United officially, but until I do, you know, obviously I can't really talk about it much. But Andrew Herrera signing a new contract, I think would be awesome. At the very least, you know, he's a good squad player for us, but I think under Ollie currently in this system, he is a good midfielder for Ollie in this system. You know, put him alongside Pogba, and you've got a good midfield two that are getting forward and pressing. Ed Woodward has made this club a lot of money since he came, but he should bring it in and get someone else to spend it for him. A bit like my big bro and his girlfriend. That's funny. Yeah. Listen, Ed Woodward, obviously, thank you for everything you do, you know, in terms of bringing in business stuff. He is a great businessman, and nobody can deny that. But in terms of being a guy that should be doing transfers, we need to bring in a director of football. We really do. Leicester City owner. Yeah, wait, Reaper. If you ever curious, I did actually. I went live right after I heard about that news, and I did get quite emotional over that. Seeing what happened to the Leicester City owner. But listen, Reaper, ultimately, I agree with you. I would love to have, like, you know, maybe the class of '92 join together and be able to buy Manchester United, because you know that they would love this club with all their heart and they would do everything they could to make Manchester United successful. I would love to see that. Just it's very rare that you get somebody with that much money that you would know is only buying it because they love the club. Like, great example. Let's say tomorrow, for some reason, I came in to $6 billion. Tomorrow I come into $6 billion. I come in and I buy Manchester United for $4 billion. You would know for a fact that I'm going to be doing everything I can to make Manchester United successful, because I love Manchester United with all my heart. I would do everything I could to make Manchester United successful. I would. But, at the moment, I don't know if that's the Glazers. I just don't. So that's obviously just personal opinion. But I would do everything I could to make Manchester United the great club I know they can be. Granted, I wouldn't be doing a Manchester City style where I would literally be just buying players. I don't want to do that. I want to stick to who Manchester United are at their core to make them the club that they are. If we get away from what we are, if we get away from Manchester United style of bringing through youth, just adopting what is Manchester United at its core. If we just buy players and buy talent, I'm sorry, that's not what Manchester United's about. It's not. That's a Manchester City style. That's a PSG style. We're not those clubs. We're Manchester United, and we're bigger than that. We are. I think Herrera news is good if true. I agree, Nick. Reaper, it's too hard to find an owner that has full control of a big club. Yeah, no. Do you think we sign anyone in January? Pancast, no. Ultimately, I do not think that we sign anyone in January. It sucks. I hope that we do. I really do. But until it happens, I'm not going to believe that it's going to happen. I don't suspect that it's going to happen. I think that with Ollie being the interim manager, I think that it's just something that won't happen. Even if they didn't buy the club, they should have shares in the club at least. I'm sure they do, Dan. I'm sure that some of them do. The class of '92. Look how happy the class of '92 are when watching Salford FC play. Yeah, no, that's true, Jay Hart. That's true. Look at that, Spurs just won. Yeah, no, I've actually got the game on in the background. What if Saudi Prince buys Man United and they spend like Man City and Liverpool money? I would have to support it, even if – listen, no matter who the owners are and no matter what happens, I'm always going to support Manchester United. I do not switch off my teams once I support them. The only way that I would ever stop supporting Manchester United, the only way is if like literally the club all of a sudden just died. Like that's the only way I would ever stop supporting them. Because I'm a guy that when I pick a team, I don't take that lightly. I mean, for God's sakes, guys, I'm an Arizona Cardinals season ticket holder. I've got my Arizona Cardinals tattoo here. Like, I'm a Cardinals fan, die hard through and through. Cardinals are my team, just like Manchester United are my team. I think Spurs are going to win the cup and first trophy for Poch. Yeah, I could see them winning this EFL Cup. I really could. George Kyle, good to see you in here, man. Nah, Dan, he'll bottle it. Georgie, finish with your day job. Yeah, exactly. Finish with the TUS stuff. Yeah, no, George, I know you were over there, bro. It would be typical Spurs if they bottled it. Yeah, no, it would be, Dan. It would be. Do I support Arizona Tea? Arizona Tea is made in New York. I don't have to support anything. It's made in New York. But I actually do like Arizona Tea. I do. Not that has any kind of topic of anything what we're talking about. If you had to support only your NFL team or United, who would you choose? That's the big question. So a lot of people wouldn't like hearing this, but because I also do answer my questions honestly, it would be the Arizona Cardinals, and here is the reason why. Number one, I'm in Arizona, so I'm a season ticket holder. I'm there for every game. And at the end of the day, I've been a Cardinals season ticket holder for a very, very long time. It's not saying that I don't love Manchester. I actually love Manchester United equally, but because if you're literally putting gun to my head, you have to choose one of the two. I'm choosing the Cardinals because I am here in Arizona. George, I've got some lo-fi hip hop in the background. You got some, so you guys can hear it. Yeah, I put some lo-fi hip hop in the background just to make it so you could hear it. But yeah, it's not an easy decision by any means. But just the reason why is because I am from Arizona. The Arizona Cardinals are probably, in terms of like loving things and like wanting, like seeing where things are going, Arizona Cardinals are probably my first love. But I love Manchester United equally. And if I was, like, great example, let's say tomorrow for some reason my job just took me to England, I would 100% that answer would be Manchester United. But because I am here in the States, it is Arizona Cardinals. If we don't bring in anyone, I'll still be happy to see Phil Jones go. No, Fanny, I want Phil Jones gone just like everybody else. But you guys, you know what? I haven't really seen anybody else bring up any more rumors. I mean, Andrew, they wouldn't have a choice. In fairness, they couldn't say that Poch hasn't won anything. Well, the problem with the Glazers is they make financial decisions over football decisions. They held on sacking managers to save a few million. They don't invest to aim for top trophies. They just want to get top four, which that's fair, Chris. That's fair. I'm a one club, one country type of guy. I support Manchester United in my home country, Trinidad and Tobago. I don't jump on multi-club band. No, and Reaper, I agree with you 100%. Like, great example. So when the Cardinals get eliminated from the playoffs, I will always wind up choosing a team that I will quote unquote support, but it's not even that I'm supporting them. It's just a team that I'm picking that I want to win the Super Bowl after the Cardinals are eliminated. It's not that I'm necessarily a fan of them. It's just that I'm choosing another team. But when it comes to football like this, I mean, Team USA are my team. When it comes to country, it's Manchester United are my club. I choose them over everything, Like, guys, a great example. So Phoenix Rising, we're actually in, and I haven't even talked about this yet, which you guys probably like to hear this. When I came to Manchester, I actually missed a Phoenix Rising game where they were fighting to get first place to come and see Manchester United live. Manchester United are my first priority, my first club. Even though I'm a season ticket holder for Phoenix Rising, I love Manchester United above, that when it comes to football because they are my club first and foremost. Let's see here. Great. Do it desperately needed. Strange how all the clubs you support are red. So Chicago Bulls and Yankees are probably Yankees aren't red. Yankees aren't red, but the Arizona Cardinals. So the Arizona Cardinals. I'm an Arizona Diamondbacks fan. They're red. I'm an Arizona Coyotes fan. They're red. The only team that I'm a fan of that is not red in their colors is the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Rising's red. Phoenix Rising's red. Literally, all my teams are red. All of them are red. Did Phoenix win? Reaper, are you talking about Phoenix Rising? Because Phoenix Rising, they didn't win the USL Cup. They won the Western Conference Finals. That's actually what this shirt is. It's Western Conference champions. I'm not an NFL fan at all, but the Arizona Cardinals good and not like serious Super Bowl contenders or not. So Arizona Cardinals, they actually finished dead last this year. So it goes to show you how much I actually love them, that I would choose them over Manchester United. But I would choose the Arizona Cardinals first because, like I said, at the end of the day, the Arizona Cardinals, I've been with them since day one. And we actually do have the number 1 overall pick, and we're just about to sign a new head coach, which when that becomes official from the club, I will go live again to talk about that. Because Cliff Kingsbury is somebody that looks like he's going to be a great hire for us, a great hire. Andrew, imagine if Phil Jones scores a goal against Spurs. He'll score a goal for Spurs, possibly. I could see that. Variety of sports, does that include American football, baseball, basketball, and wrestling? Yes. So Andrew Pereira. So you could literally see every single sport that I love in my streams. Hockey, all the way over here. That's what this is. Basketball, baseball, WWE. Obviously got NFL here. Manchester United kind of all spread about. We've got Christian Pulisic, Team USA, Phoenix Rising, more Man United stuff over here. I got to get some more Cardinals stuff in here. This is Cardinals. This is actually signed by a lot of players from the team. Oh, not another Jones own goal. What state is Pulisic from? He is from Pennsylvania, Fanny. He is from Pennsylvania. He's from Hershey, Pennsylvania, too. Yes, Hershey, like the chocolate. It's actually where the chocolate came from. No wonder you're playing so crap, Andrew Pereira. Which, by the way, I do love Andrew Pereira's picture. It's a combination of their two faces. Andrew, tell Arthur to do the Spurs game prediction. Pancakes, I will have Arthur do another pick'em for the game. I will have him do another pick'em, but I will have to pre-record it on my phone, and I will post it on Twitter to show you who he picks for the win. But, guys, actually, that right there, we're a little over an hour. I need to get back to work. I took an hour break to come and just chill with you guys. But Pulisic is Serbian. I don't know. Something like that. But actually, I do have to get out of here, guys. I have to go back to work and do more training. But it was great being live with you guys again. We will be back live again. I will be watching Man United women's team play in the Cup game against West Ham. I'm excited to watch it with you guys. Be sure to be back here live with me tomorrow. We will be back live tomorrow, and we will be here to watch the game together. Obviously, the game will not be on here. It will not be on here, but we will have it on. I will have it on in the background. We'll be talking about what's going on. We'll have a conversation here, and it's going to be a fun time, guys. It's going to be a fun time. But female cardinals have a lot of brown feathers. The red ones are the males. Exactly. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. I love you guys genuinely. By the way, thank you. Literally, I'm sure that almost everybody in here probably saw it, but thank you to everybody that wished me and my wife congratulations on having a daughter. We did find that out officially on Sunday. We are having a daughter, and I can't tell you how blessed I am to have that happen. So thank you so much, guys, for all the well wishes. I love you guys. I hope you guys all have a great night, a great day, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing. Keep doing you, because I love you guys, and you guys are awesome. Have a great night.